Good morning, friends. Last lecture we have to discuss about the third topic, that about the confirmation and justification of each compound. Okay. In the last lecture we have to discuss about the cis and trans 1,3-ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. This compound and this compound confirmation and justification we have to study in last lecture. Okay. In this lecture we have to discuss about the next compound, that about the cis and trans 1,4-ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay. Therefore, in the 1,4-ditertiary butyl cyclohexane, therefore the first compound, that about this is 1,4-ditertiary butyl cyclohexane, that about the axial, equatorial or the equatorial axial. Okay. Therefore, the one substituent in axial and one substituent in equatorial position. Okay. Therefore, in this structure, therefore the one substituent in axial and one substituent in equatorial position. Okay. Therefore, the two chair conformation of axial, equatorial and the equatorial axial. Okay. This is the two chair conformation of. Therefore, it is the axial equatorial and the equatorial axial. This is the chair conformation. In this conformation, isomers of 6,1,4-ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay. Therefore, the optical isomers of this compound, such as the plane of symmetry, it is a passing through. Therefore, look at this structure. The plane of symmetry, it is a passing through C1 and C4. Hence, the molecule is optically inactive. Hence, the molecule is optically inactive. Okay. Therefore, the plane of symmetry, it is a passing through C1 to C4. Therefore, the plane of symmetry, it is a passing through C1 and C4. Therefore, the optically inactive of this compound. Optically inactive. Okay. Then the stability in the structure. Then the stability in structure. One axial tertiary butyl group. One axial tertiary butyl group and are two butane Gauge interaction. Okay. Therefore, look at this. The one axial tertiary group. One axial tertiary group. This one axial tertiary group, it shows the two butane Gauge interaction. This is the two butane Gauge interaction. Okay. This is the first. Okay. Then this is the second. Okay. This is the two butane Gauge interaction into the one axial tertiary butyl group. Okay. Then it is a 1.8 kilocalorie per mole and its energy is about 1.8 kilocalorie per mole and it is a less stable okay. Therefore, this is 1,4-ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Its stability, it is less stable than the trans 1,4-ditertiary butyl cyclohexane equatorial. Okay. Therefore, this is all about the confirmation and justification of cis 1,4-ditertiary butyl cyclohexane axial equatorial or equatorial axial. Okay. Look at this conformation. Okay. Conformation of this compound, such as we have to first structure. Okay. That is first position shows the axial tertiary butyl group. Fourth position shows the equatorial tertiary butyl group. Okay. Therefore, we have to mirror image of each other and it is formation of this third product. Okay. This third structure shows the axial. First position shows the axial and fourth position shows the equatorial. Okay. Therefore, the 1 and 3, it is a superimposable mirror image, and therefore in the second image, okay, therefore it is a axial equatorial, it is a superimposable mirror image is such as the equatorial axial. Okay. Therefore, we have taken the first structure, that about the axial equatorial, we have to flipping the structure 1. Therefore, it is formation of, okay, look at this fourth position of equatorial, you have to flip them. Okay. This is the equatorial position. Okay. This equatorial position, you have to flip them. Therefore, this equatorial tertiary butyl shows after flipping. Therefore, this fourth position of tertiary butyl group shows the axial and the first position of tertiary butyl group shows the equatorial position. Okay, this is the conformation of the cis 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay, and the optical activity such as the plane of symmetry, it is a passing through C1 to C4, therefore it is a optically inactive. Okay, and the stability in the structure, therefore this is the one axial structure. This one axial structure, it shows the two butane gauge interaction. One axial structure, it shows the two butane gauge interaction, therefore this is less stable. Therefore it is less stable and its energy is contained 1.8 kilocalorie per mole. Its energy contained 1.8 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, so this is all about the justification and the conformation of cis 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay, next compound is trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay, in this trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane, therefore its position is about equatorial or axial. Okay, in this conformation, therefore both the substituents are in equatorial and both the substituents are in axial position, therefore it is the opposite. Therefore the substituents are on opposite side. Okay, look at this conformation. Okay, look at this conformation. Therefore the fifth structure shows the equatorial position. Okay, therefore and the sixth structure shows the axial position, therefore these substituents are on opposite side. Okay, therefore you have to flipping the fifth structure and it is formation of the axial. Okay, therefore in fifth structure, therefore 1 and 4 position shows the tertiary butyl group in equatorial position, therefore we have to flipping them. Okay, we have to flip them and it is formation of the 1,4 position shows the tertiary butyl group in axial position. Okay, this is the conformation of the trans 1,4 tertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay, therefore this is the fifth and seventh structure. It shows the superimposable mirror image such as enantiomer. And therefore 6 and 8, it also shows the superimposable mirror image. It is called as enantiomer. Okay, this is all about the conformation of the trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay, then the optical isomers of this compound such as the trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexanes is not only a plane of symmetry sorry, it is not only a plane of symmetry but it also the center of symmetry. Okay, this trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane, it does not only the plane of symmetry, but it also the center of symmetry. Therefore the trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane, it is optically inactive. Why it is optically inactive? Because this structure shows the center of symmetry, therefore it is optically inactive. Okay, then the diaxial conformation, it is a less stable. Okay, look at this sixth structure. Sixth structure, the 1,4 position of the tertiary butyl in axial, therefore it is a diaxial substituent. These diaxial substituents are the less interaction. Or the less stable. Okay, this is all about the optical activity or the isomers of trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay, next is stability of trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay, therefore the 1,4 diaxial interaction are highly unstable. 1,4 diaxial interaction. Okay, this is the 1,4 diaxial interactions are highly unstable and it contains the 3.6 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, the 1,4 diaxial interaction, it is a highly unstable and it containing the 3.6 kilocalorie per mole energy. Okay, therefore the 1,4 diequatorial 1,4 diequatorial have a no interaction. 1,4 diequatorial have the no interaction. Therefore the structure 5 and 7, therefore the structure 5 and 7 are more stable than 6 and 8. Okay, therefore this is the structure number 5 and 7. It have the equatorial position. 1,4 position is in equatorial position, therefore no such interaction between the 1,4 equatorial position, therefore it is a more stable. Okay, therefore the 5 and 7, it is a more stable than the 6 and 8, because 6 and 8 it is a less stable. Why it is less stable? Because the 1,4 position shows the axial tertiary butyl group, therefore the no interaction between these two axial position, therefore it is a less stable. Therefore the structure 5 and 7, it is a more stable than the structure 6 and 8. Okay, therefore the order of stability of the compound, okay, the order of stability of this compound, that is about the cis and trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay, therefore the trans equatorial it is a more stable. Trans equatorial it is more stable. This is the trans equatorial it is more stable. This is the 1,4 position. Oh? Look at this. This is the trans 1,4 equatorial. It shows the more stable than the cis 1,4 axial equatorial or the equatorial axial. It is less stable. It is less stable than it is a less trans 1,4 axial its content about 3.6 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, therefore this is the order stability of the compound. This order stability of the compound shows a trans 1,4 equatorial it is a more stable. It is more stable in the cis trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane and cis 1,4 axial equatorial and equatorial axial. It is a less stable in the compound of cis and trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane. Okay, this is the order of stability of the compound, and this is all about the cis and trans 1,4 ditertiary butyl cyclohexane, its conformation of these two compound and the justification of these two compounds. Okay, next lecture we have to discuss the another example in the conformation and the justification of the compound. Okay, thank you.